Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Sanity stream, the place where you go to gain a little bit of your sanity back in what has become an insane world known as the United States of America. This particular episode I thought I would dedicate to the LA County officers that were shot in California. An absolute travesty. The attacks on our boys in blue, it has gotten to a point of absolute, it's a dumpster fire. And people are still out there defending this. There are Black Lives Matter agitators and rioters that are going through the streets and causing mayhem as they always do. And this domestic terrorist organization must be called out at every single turn. With that said, let's get straight into the show. First of all, for those of you who haven't seen it, this is the original shooting. This is the footage that was released by the LA County Sheriff's Department. So let's just take a look at it. I mean, what can you say? When you create something like this, when you have entertainers and you have athletes and you have affluent people that are pushing this Black Lives Matter narrative, that are actively stating that cops are going out and hunting black people, what do you think you're going to get? You're going to get a bunch of low IQ individuals who are going to go out there and do harm onto police. These people did nothing to that man. This was a complete and total non-provocation. The man simply saw a cop car, saw that there were cops in it, went up with a firearm, and at point-blank range, boom, boom. Both officers shot in the head, and they are currently in the hospital fighting for their life. This is what we got to. And when you have the NFL, people kneeling, people putting the names of rapists and killers on their helmets, when you have all of the celebrities backing this particular behavior, when you have the media gaslighting and saying that every single situation, it's a peaceful protest, while they literally have dumpster fires in the background. What do you think you're going to get when you demonize the cops at every single turn? You're going to get stuff like this. You're going to get people who actually believe your message, who believe your propaganda. And all of the left is complicit in this. All of the left is complicit in this type of behavior. You are the ones that created this. You are the ones that created this culture. You are the ones that are going out there saying ACAB and kill all cops. You are the ones who are responsible. This is absolute insanity. But again, can we expect anything better from the left? Because even after this, and as more and more people die, the 30 plus people that have died since George Floyd, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. Even Antifa, their own message stating, at any means necessary. This is what we've become, ladies and gentlemen. This is what America has become. Now, after this situation, you're going to see exactly the type of rhetoric that's being spewed by these Black Lives Matter peaceful protesters. And you'll see them for what they truly are. Monsters.
You got a person who laugh at because people kill the kids.
Y'all got guns. What y'all need backup for? Cowards, all of you.
Y'all got shields. Y'all got
shields. Thank you. Y'all got shields. All this
we
shit.
is
What y'all need
unarmed
backup
and
for?
y'all that scared of us.
Y'all scary.
Scary. Y'all that scared of unarmed protesters.
Scary.
It ain't nothing but like what?
Girl officer, can I take your girlfriend out and hunt her like a dog, instead of a pig? Oink, 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 oink.
So you're scared.
You got a person who
No respect for the boys in blue. Zero. None. Nada. And do the other protesters call this out? When the other protesters see that people are starting fires, when the protesters see that people are becoming violent, do they stop it? No, they don't. They encourage it. And then they continue to push through with this narrative that cops are killing all black people. Shouldn't the cops be afraid? You said, why would you be afraid of us? I don't know. Maybe it's the months upon months upon months of rioting, looting, and murdering people. I know it's a shocker. Do you think that cops might be a little on edge? The fact that every single time they interact with someone, they are at risk of losing their life? And not only that, but even when they do everything by the book, they do literally everything by the book, you still find a way to villainize them. Jacob Blake being the perfect example. $2 million to this monster. And I am glad that he can never walk again, because maybe now he'll not be able to go and try to rape another woman. Those are the people you're defending. Those are your martyrs. These people are truly monsters. I mean, at this point, I really don't... I feel like they're lost. I've gotten to the point where it truly is. It's the battle between good and evil. That's how far the left has gone. The funny thing is, the right has not moved. They keep saying far right. No. Genius. We're being called far right because you guys have gone so far left that everything looks far right. You are nothing of what John F. Kennedy was. That party is dead. This is a collective, dogmatic, evil, racist, communist ideology that is permeating through this view that America is a racist, evil, and destructive society. When you are pushing this, what do you think people are going to come to the conclusion of? You are living in the freest nation on the planet. The freest nation on planet Earth. And you just shit all over it. This is absolute insanity. And it must stop. And honestly, I don't know how it's going to stop. Because now you're just getting to the point that cops aren't even doing anything, and they're just getting shot at point blank range. And then you have these agitators, these peaceful protesters going out there pushing their Marxist utopia and agenda. What do we do? Honestly, what do we do? Of course we go out and vote. Of course we go out and watch the polls. Of course we make sure that we hold our politicians accountable. But this is seeping into the culture at this point. This is insanity to me. What I'm going to show here is a video of some men going, now this is a short, this is a clip, of men going to the hospital where the two police officers were shot. One was a 31-year-old mother with a little boy, and one was a 28-year-old cop. Both fairly new on the force. Essentially rookies. And joining the police right now, I have the utmost respect for these people. Given the rhetoric against police officers, I wouldn't want to be a cop, would you? Would you want to be a cop right now? Especially when you hear stuff like this. Check this out.
And I want to deliver the message to the family of the kids. I hope they fucking die.
Wow. Wow. What fantastic human beings. And honestly, every single time I'm starting to get a little crazy. I think so. Because whenever I see these videos of Black Lives Matter protesters that are blocking traffic or throwing, bricks at people or bottles or attacking and assaulting people, and they get that instant karma, and maybe karma to a point where it's not even really justified, at this point, I'm starting to get a little happy about that. And that's not good. That's not good. We have so much more in common than we would like to believe. And the media continues to push this race narrative to try to divide us. They don't care about us. And you idiots that are buying this hook, line, and sinker It is absolutely destroying the fabric of America. But the problem is, that's what the left wants. Because they believe that the fabric of America is inherently racist. It's inherently evil. Look, it's pretty easy to get a passport. And you know what? This kind of speaks to a broader question. Most people in America don't ever leave America. They don't actually go and travel the world and see what it's like in other places. And if you were to actually take them all around the world, they would end up back here. They would end back up in the United States. All of these just amazing countries. They would be crying and begging to go back to that. Oh, super racist America, please take me back. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. But I don't expect anything better from the left at this point. I really do. I truly am starting to believe that it's the battle between good and evil, and that is not good. This is what rhetoric gets you. This is out of, I believe, it doesn't say a location, but this is just simply a person selling Trump gear, right? Selling Trump gear, wanting borders, wanting, not free trade, wanting to put America first, wanting to make sure that jobs come back to America. I know, super evil, super racist, just, oh my God, not wanting to have continuous foreign wars over and over and over again, causing death and destruction in the Middle East. Obama dropped more warheads on foreheads than any president ever, including Bush. He killed more black and brown people than any president in U.S. history, including slavery. And the left will continue to back Biden. So let's take a look at some of these Joe Biden voters. Joe Biden coming in, creating these wonderfully tolerant people.
Park gang, nigga, fuck Donald Trump, nigga. Fuck Trump, nigga. Gangland, nigga, fuck you, bitch.
I mean, you see this over and over again. Just Trump supporters being attacked. And this is why I recommend you always remain armed. You always remain armed. Get your concealed carry back to the hilt. Because these people don't care about you. These people don't have an emergency brake. They really don't. They don't have any morals because what they believe is that America itself is evil. And when they can justify all of their action, all of their intolerance, and all of their racism because they believe that America is evil. They believe that the system is against them. So anything that directly goes against the system is something good. And it can be something as atrocious as simply going up and accosting somebody and throwing over all of their merchandise. It can be going inside of a store and burning and looting. It can be going up to two cops and simply laying lead into them because they are cops. They can justify all of their actions because America, don't you know, is inherently racist. This is what we come to. These people are holding on to belief systems that are Marxist in ideology. They have simply switched class with race. They believe that people up at the top are holding them down. And yet, black people in America have the highest household median income of any country on planet Earth. Well, I thought you wanted your globalist utopia. I thought you wanted open borders. If that's the case, you're living in the greatest country in the world. In the world. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last one. Just more rhetoric out of Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is a domestic terrorist organization. It is an evil organization. It is Orwellian in nature. It is benign. Black Lives Matter. The message is benign. But the undertones of what they actually stand for is completely different. Of course, Black Lives Matter. The organization, on the other hand, and these people on the streets do not. Let's take a look at Raleigh, another place I've been to. This is ultimately what it's about. It's about violence.
Every city, every town, burn the prison to the ground. Every city, every town, burn the prison to the ground. Every prison to the ground.
Every city, every town, burn the precincts to the ground. You know what's funny? When Chaz and Chop came up, it really was, it should have been a red pill moment for a lot of these lefties. You know, when Seattle had Chaz and Chop going and those two people got killed inside of it, and their way of policing was simply just smashing people with nightsticks and attacking people. They were fighting against police brutality, but they themselves ended up becoming the police and ended up being more brutal than the actual police they were fighting against. This is the mindset of these psychopaths. They want to be the ones in power. They want to be the ones who are the cops. They want to be the ones who hold the power. Because it's not ultimately about truth for them. It's about power. And these are simply the useful foot soldiers that are going to be used by these Marxists who are then simply wiped out when their utopia is finally reached. This is communism, guys. This truly is communism, and I'm not even trying to be hyperbolic at this point. This really is communism, and we need to call it out. Call it what it is. It's communism. This has led to the deaths of 65 million people, I believe, in the USSR, and hundreds of millions of people worldwide. It makes the Nazis look like nothing. It makes the genocides in Africa look like nothing. Millions of people. This ideology is a black pill. It is a poison pill. Because it's very easy to jump into this. Because it's like, hey, why can't we all just share? Why can't we all just give each other our stuff? And they don't think past this. They don't think past what this actually means. And it really is the devil's work. And we must stop it. Hey, God bless those officers that are fighting for their life in LA County. I wish you the best. Back our boys in blue. I never thought in my life, especially when you see these riots going on, that, because I'm very anti-government. I don't trust the government worth a damn. I never thought in my life I would be watching police officers in riot gear hitting people with nightsticks and be excited and happy for that. Happy to watch these people get their karma and get their due after torching and burning and destroying livelihoods, killing people, head stomping people on the street. And then these huge athletes with these giant multi-million dollars at their fingertips and saying that America is racist. I will never watch another NFL game. I will never watch another sports game in my life. These people hate America to the core. And I love it. I'll love it till the day I die. Thanks for watching, fellow patriots. My name is Lucius Cole, the Sanity Stream. The coal factory getting very angry. Generators heating up with the anger. What was it? The tree of liberty is watered with the blood of tyrants. And this is what tyranny is, ladies and gentlemen. When we can't speak freely and we can't show up and express ourselves, then tyranny comes forth. And we will stop it by any means necessary. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and or comment. I'll see you on the next video. Love you guys. Peace.